y'all doing? It is your favorite candy lady, MrsiCandi, and I'm here with another show of If You Like It, I Love It. So Wednesday we weren't here, but we back, okay? Life happens, y'all. Sometimes, we might have to take a break. We got kids, we got jobs, we got responsibilities, stuff happens. So we missed y'all Wednesday, but we are going to give y'all a quick reality TV update and go into our topic. So without further ado, let my co-host throw. What's up, Karma Fox?
What's up, YouTube and Facebook world? What's going on? What's going on?
Y'all sad.
We outside tonight. It's just one of them. It's not too hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the real. We outside today.
Okay.
We outside on the porch.
So, listen, we're gonna go straight into this. We're gonna look. What we're gonna do is we'll do our praise report first, and then after our praise report, we're gonna do the reality TV shows, and then we'll get into our hot topics. All right. So, praise report, Karma. What you got?
So my praise report for the week would be, so I started classes, y'all. Class update. Amen. I started classes. So all of my assignments are due next week, but I already have 99% in, only got one paper in. So I was able to knock out homework like right away and only got one paper left that's due June 12th, but it's about to be done tonight. So that is my praise report. I think I was a little nervous transitioning back into the last three classes that I got because it's been a little minute since I've been out of school, 5 years. And so I was a little, concerned that, maybe with me having all 20 of my kids compared to when I was last in school would be a little much, and trying to, do the content creator world, just all of that extra stuff. I was a little nervous. However, I've been able to maintain balance, get stuff pushed in early. And it's been working out. Like the balance of school and home life is been working because it's been 5 years since I've been in, and I transitioned seamlessly. So that's my praise report because I feel like God has allowed me to get that balance in. And y'all, we done. We about to be up out of here October 2nd. That's gonna be our last class. We gonna be twerking on that stage because I go to a Christian college. I swear to God, I'm gonna be throwing that ass in a circle when I grab that degree.
So,
and it's on period.
Is your class online or do you have to go in person?
Oh, the devil's a lie. I don't go in person for class. I don't do that. I don't like people. This is as much as I do with people is like talking to y'all and working, but I'm very introverted in real life and stay with the same group of people. I don't like to go in person. I don't like talking to people.
Okay. So my praise report, I'm here. Blessed to see on the day. I'm very grateful to wake up and be here. So that's my praise report. But I also wanted to show y'all that I got my books that came into me.
Oh my God. Okay, so real review, because I don't be needing no cookie cutter shit. Do you like them? Is there something you would like to,
I like them because I like take a lot of notes like in life or whatever, and I grab like regular, notebooks, and I get irritated because I don't have like cute ones. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I got like a regular school, regular little notebooks. I got for a regular composition books. So I take notes, and especially doing podcasts and stuff when it's hot topics, and I got to do my outline and stuff like that. I need these. So I just like the fact that it's
did
cute.
It match your picture? Like, did you feel like when you got it in, it matched the design picture, the color, all of that?
And it matches your personality too. Like this one say "Go Girl," like like it's a whole bunch of just different options. This one is "Love Yourself," so this one I'm using for journaling, like just to get my thoughts and my feelings out because I'm trying, self-care, love myself, being better at that. So
because I love positive and constructive criticism. So that's why I'm like, did you like your purchase? Is it what it looked like on the internet? All of that good jazz. So I'm glad you love the journals, and they only like $6. I don't be charging.
But yeah, it's really affordable, and they came quick too, y'all. They came quick. I was like, let me order this. I'm gonna try to get this before the show. So I ordered it, and boom, it was here. I was like, oh,
as long as you have Prime, it is a Prime order delivery. And if you don't get it, that's not my problem. You got to call Amazon customer service. But it's there. So I'm loving that. You like the product, so that makes me extremely happy.
And they're not cheap. It's like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes
Yes, like the printing of it is good, right?
It's actually very sturdy too. So I do like it. And it ain't like the one compositions where it's like super cardboard thick either. I like it.
Yes,
It's like a nice, it feels like a nice little magazine for real. That's what it feels like.
perfect.
So
I'm so glad you liked it.
I like it.
Perfect.
So we're gonna do the review first. I'm gonna go and get my son together because he woke up from a nap late, so he is like all the way discombobulated. But let's
Okay,
talk
go
about
ahead.
the Housewives of Atlanta first, and then we will go into Love Marriage Huntsville. I did not like Housewives at all. I'm gonna let you go in. I do have one point to make, but I want you to just go ahead and get
I
your point
will.
across because the person that was
I
acting up
will.
was your friend Marlo. So have at
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna have at it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why we cut this little segment of the reality shows short is because they're not giving what they need to give. Like, I'm not even excited to really even review Housewives or Huntsville. I think they're both not giving this season. But since, Housewives is early and I've been a fan since 2008, I'm going to stick beside them. There's nothing that happened in this episode. They ended up like starting this episode off with a replay of the last week where Marlo is acting like the barbaric Mowgli that she is choosing to be at this latter year of her life. And she is sitting here going ahead and banging on Kenya's door, and she's doing what she need, doing all that extra bullshit. So pretty much her and Manetta and everybody ends up having a conversation. They end up kumbayaing it out. Kenya and Sheree end up meeting. Sheree tried to play with us, act like she was fake pregnant. Kenya was sick. The classic didn't even fucking happen. So Kenya didn't even perform on halftime. Oh my God, I don't even remember what else. This episode was so boring. Kenya didn't perform. Sheree act like she was fake pregnant. Marlo being Marlo. They go to a damn IV clinic for vitamins and stuff. And Sheree is
You say
mad at
how Kenya got
Drew.
hurt. Kenya was hurt. She
Stupid.
went to the hospital. Kenya went to the hospital.
Right, she fine. She had the flu. Okay, she got out. Her, Sheree, and Drew go to the IV clinic. They do their little IV drips. Sheree got a fake issue with Drew that ain't really this deep about a purse, and Drew backpedaling and saying she ain't say what she said.
The only
That
part
literally
that
was the
stood
whole
out to
episode.
me, the only part that I actually wrote down was Candy spoke with Mama Joyce. Okay, because
That's it.
y'all know for years now we have been saying how dang I lost my earring. Where my earring go? Okay, anyway, for years we have said how Candy does not have healthy boundaries with Mama Joyce when it comes to her marriage. Mama Joyce be saying whatever she want, reckless, and Candy just be like, "Ugh, Mama," like So now Candy is trying to be at the place where she's like, "Okay, we done been married almost 9 years. Like, stop." That's what she's kind of feeling. So she did have a conversation with her mom. Her mom came over and she was like, "Mom, you was like disrespectful at the Bravo count. I need you to stop." And Mama Joyce is like, "Well, they asked me a question. That's how I feel." And I feel like Candy tried a little bit. I did see a little effort with her. Like, listen, that's my husband. If I like it, that's me. Like, I need you to stop talking about it. But the thing is, Mama Joyce still was kind of like she don't care what Candy say. Like I don't think she took Candy serious at all because it wasn't like set in stone. Like, listen, lady, if you talk about my husband anymore, you can't come over.
And that part right there, what you said, because unless Candy start bringing some consequences, here's a few Candy M's that you might want to think about considering. You might want to cut her allowance off. You might want to decide that she can't film anymore on ROA. You might want to decide to rebrand OLG and only use Aunt Bertha and the other two.
Nor and
You know,
nor.
like, but you decide that you're not gonna come. She's not allowed at your home. Like, you need to set some real consequences in order for your mom to understand. Because honestly, we all get stuff in our own time, but this should have been happened,
A
especially
long
because
time ago.
Todd's mama's died. She said some shit about his late mother. Like, this is out of hand. You're gonna lose your husband if you don't get this together.
Yeah.
So I really hope Candy understands that there needs to be some strict boundaries when it comes to Mama Joyce.
And let's not again. I understand you have a situation with the Burris Tucker's family, so you can't go too hard. But
Right, because
right. But let's just tell the truth. It's
truth.
disrespectful. It's disrespectful, and you're
yeah.
allowing her to disrespect your husband. If it was another chick, if it was Portia's mama, or if it was Kenya's mama, or if it was, like whatever, somebody else on the show's mama saying this about your husband, you would have a whole problem with it. Like you would be like checking him, cussing, you would be bucking, why you mad, pet butt you? You'd be ready to go crazy on somebody's mama because it's their mama. You can do whatever the hell she want to do. But that's not okay. This is your husband. You married him. You said you was gonna be one with him. You cleave from the parents, or you cling to your husband. Y'all together now, and you letting your mama just flat out disrespect him. It ain't even like fun shade or light shade. Mama Joyce is disrespectful as shit. Period. And you've been allowing this for 10 years now. Like,
oh yeah, I would have been shifting her wig, no doubt. Let me just say that when I come into the scene and in our throuple, when she becomes Polly and we have our relationship, because I don't want Todd, I want her. When we have our relationship, we won't be having those sorts of things, because honestly, the type of grace it takes from Todd not to cuss out your mama
right
at this point, especially when you talked about his mother, shows Todd's character. That's why I like people down to Todd, because Todd's character is really, from what we have seen, A1. Because I don't know any human being that can take this amount of disrespect for years.
Yeah.
And not sit here.
You would think because just like human decency and kindness that, people try to bring out, you know what I'm saying? That after his mom passed, you would have a little bit of guilt and humbleness where you're like, dang, I talked about his mama. I need to leave that boy alone. No, you feel like disrespectful as shit. Like, Mama Joyce.
It's really giving Mama Joyce is jealous of Todd.
Yeah.
It's really giving that. It's really giving that you are more concerned about Candy's legacy and money than you are about your child's happiness. It's giving a lot of trauma. It's not giving what Mama Joyce thinks it gave. Like, she thinks she's trying to tell Candy to do better. I don't know if you're upset that your daughter has surpassed you and being better when it comes to choosing men. I don't know what it is or your root issue, but it's something, because at this point it is not Todd, and it's never been Todd. We could see your concerns in the beginning because he was a producer and you wanted her to be cautious and getting a prenup, but at this juncture it is no longer about Todd, and there's something really deep rooted as a problem that she needs to fix.
Now, Candy had a great callback when Candy said, now, what
do you and your man?
What's up with your man? She's like, well, when I get a man. That's the one thing. You don't sit and tell me about my man, what my man should do, how he should be raising his kids, how they should be, and you ain't got one. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself.
I ain't got none.
You show me, get you one and show me by example. I ain't seen an example yet, Mama Joyce. Show me, lead by example.
And listen, and Candy is a better woman than me, because that's what I would have been telling her. Until you can show me an example of the man that you want me to have by getting that for yourself, then you have no room to critique me in this portion of my life. You cannot lead me to a well you have never drunk from, Ma. Girl, that lets you know some of my arguments behind the scenes.
That part. Okay. So anyway, back to Housewives. Let's move on to Love and Marriage Huntsville. The only thing that really stood out to me was just the baby shower, right? So we do get Tiffany telling Lou what happened as far as the meetup with Marceau and Martell, and it was interesting how it was just totally two men was ganging up on me, and I was just like, girl, okay, and I get it.
Do you feel like that was the Karen part? Do you feel like
that was definitely a Karen part, because it was no accountability for what she did? Yes, I will say Tiffany got the job done. She earned her check. She was messy. It was entertaining. It was good television. But in reality, it was messy, and it was classless, and it was tacky. And if you don't approach somebody that you just meet and you corner them and you know what I mean, ask them questions like that, that was just very inappropriate. You were inappropriate, Tiffany. Let's just be clear, because I think when we talked about it, we was just so entertained as viewers that we was just like, well, do what you do. But like, reality check, Tiffany, that was inappropriate. That was not okay. So when you go and you tell somebody a story, don't start at the middle, start from the beginning. You started some bullshit And the aftermath was this. Did they handle it correctly? Maybe not, but you were still wrong. And I need you to hold yourself accountable for what you did wrong. So she tell Lou, but she has no accountability for what she did at all. So now Lou, he like, oh, okay, I need to talk to these dudes, which, okay, it's fine. So at the baby shower, he approaches Martell and Marceau. I didn't think they was coming at first, but then they came. And they have a conversation. He lets them know, you don't corner my woman, you don't talk to her like this, you could have talked to me. And he handled like a man. I wasn't mad at Big Lou because he approached on the information that he got, and he was protecting his pregnant wife, which I felt like was fine. Did you think that he was wrong for the way he approached him, what he said?
Hell no. I feel like if I had a situation with your spouse and we are friends, if I wanted to talk directly to your spouse, I would have had you there so nothing got misconstrued.
Right.
Not that I can't handle myself, not that I need, a man to, go towards another man, but just for the simple fact that there's a friendship there, and that if we're looking to like reconcile and mediate and have a real adult conversation, I would want you there, right, to say this is what happened and no lines get crossed. Right. So I don't think Lou was wrong at all for approaching it. I do think Tiffany's fucked up for putting her husband in that situation.
Right.
Because he never should have had to approach him if you would have kept your mouth shut.
Yes.
You're going to get Lou fucked up because your mouth going to make him constantly defend you, and he going to fuck around and find somebody who ain't going to give a damn.
Right.
And she don't think like that. That's that Karen mentality.
Mm-hmm. That's
when
true.
You run your mouth, you don't understand. You don't realize that you may go off on the wrong person. You know what I wanted to see? What if this was Big Courtney?
Mm-hmm.
Stormy husband.
Yep.
I don't think it would have went like that because Courtney is new to the group. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he would have had the same like respect for Lou or nothing. Right. I think he would have just went in. You feel me? Like, so Tiffany needs to be aware of the things that she says and that she puts her husband in and her pregnant child in as well.
But you know what I get from Tiffany? I get that she don't care. She don't care.
No, that's probably respectfully, that might be one of the reasons why she was divorced the first time.
Yeah, she don't care if she get Lou in some shit. She don't like. I don't feel any compassion for her husband.
At all. She was still holding her stomach when she told Big Lou. She don't give a damn. Yeah, she don't give a damn
at all.
I don't have a problem with her not only being a villain. If you gonna run this mouth and you gonna be a villain in here and act a fool, then act a fool and act like you don't care. Don't be running back, calling for help and playing like stand in your stuff and say, I said I did this, I did like I don't like that. One other thing from that scene that was really interesting was when they was talking about Sheree and Tiffany in front of Mel.
Okay, yeah. So that's so for me, my anger
was with Nellie Neal.
Yes, so Miss Linnell Fletcher really irked my spirit because it wasn't tactful what she did either. Like they were talking about what happened with Sheree and Martell and Tiffany and all that kind of stuff, and Melanie wasn't at the table, right? She was coming in or whatever. So Letitia was informing them about what happened. So then when Mel comes, Miss Linnell is like, "Are we gonna talk about this with Mel here? Girl, just shut the conversation down. Like, let's just be for real. Why would you care about Mel, right? You have been a friend or a mentor or an elder couple that's been loving on her all these years. Why would you do that to her?" I just felt like that was really like it showed a character flaw on you because you the elder. You supposed to be the one that's supposed to be the game. And I was like, you should have said, we gon' like not even that. First of all,
you don't even have to in real life. In real life, if Mocha was in some mess with her dude and she come up, we just change it. So anyway, so Candy, what you doing tomorrow? We would have just switched gears. We wouldn't even have to ask that. In real life, you just be like, here she comes. Okay, girl. So anyway,
I will update y'all later in the group chat. Yes, it was like, why was she? Because it got quiet. Like once Mel got there, no one was talking about it. And then Nell was like, "Are we gonna still talk about this with Melody here? Why would you do that?" Why
It
would
was
you do that?
unnecessary.
And then
And
it was
even though Mel said y'all can talk about whatever, that don't mean include me in the questioning. That
right.
was the part that really got to me. You want to sit here and talk about this lady vagina? I'm gonna go make my plate or whatever, but don't ask me what I think because I don't think anything. If I laugh, it's inappropriate. If I sit here and listen to it, it's gonna be,
Right.
there's no reaction I can do. So don't talk about it and want me to participate. But then Stormy, let me tell you, Stormy is really irking me. I want to like her, and it's just. But
I
Stormy
think
said, did
I
you
don't
hear
think I
about that
feel
other
the
part? Because Tiffany said you was a fan.
Yeah.
Stormy, you claim that you over this whole Mel not giving you her fucking number shit. Why, Stormy? All of this over a fucking phone number?
Hurt. Stormy hurt. Her feelings hurt, and she is one of those people that just can't let it go. Because for real, I'm the type of person where if someone cuts me off or they don't want to talk to me no more, I'm not begging you to be my friend, right? I'm not gonna beg somebody to be my friend. So if Mel needed her space, okay, cool. If she come back and she call me like, hey girl, what's up? Then I say, hey Mel, what happened? Such and such, because I ain't hear from you. I thought, because I want that clear. And if you say then, well, I needed some space and some time, when the show, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now we got an understanding. But I'm not about to sit and beg you and toss your name out and throw shade and just try to make get a moment, like, because you ain't my friend no more. Like, whatever, you ain't having my friend. I got other friends.
She is giving me a little bit, not as extreme, of course, as Marlo, but you know how Marlo wants Kenya to be her friend. Stormy is really giving me, I want to be accepted so bad.
Yeah.
I want to be accepted by the fans. I want to be accepted in this group. And she just looks so insecure, not sure of this multi-million-dollar brand that you bring to the table. It's not translating well. Like the episode before, you mad about y'all having tea because the lady told you ain't got to cuss all the time and you was offended. Like you don't know the difference of when to cuss and when not to cuss. That offended you. Like she seems to be like somebody who was labeled ghetto all her life. And so any remnants or triggers of her not being good enough to sit with these people triggers her. And this is her response. And I think because Melody has a certain class about her, not to say Stormy is classless, just the way that Melody moves and speaks and talks and different things, I really think Stormy wanted to also be looked at in the same light. And be friends with her, and this is just, it's not giving what Stormy thinks is given. It just wasn't necessary. Who cares about her being, let's say she was a fan, what does that matter? Most of the reality stars are fans of each other. Why would that be a bad thing?
I don't understand why they was making it a big deal like that. Like, oh, so you're saying she was a fan? Like, girl, first of all, let me just be 100% clear, okay, y'all. Sheree, cool, OG housewife, love her. Took her 30 years to build a house. Dated a felon that was in jail. Like, had like fashions that ain't come out forever. And then when it came out, it wasn't nothing there. Like she was using merch from Shein. So let's just be clear. Like, ain't nothing for Mel to truly be a fan of because she hasn't had a success story yet. Okay. Mel has had more success in her 6 seasons than Sheree has had, and she's been doing this since 2009, 10. So we're really going to talk about something. Mel's success is higher. Stormy. Because it seemed like Stormy just got off on her. Oh, she was a fan. Oh, like a fan. Girl, sit down. Because you was a fan of Mel's. For real. You had all this going on. And then when Mel used your home for the show and get you on, you was a fan of Mel's. For real, Stormy.
Yeah, Mel is way more successful in her business acumen than Sheree. But like I said, being that at that particular time in 2017, Huntsville reality show wasn't out and she's admiring and being a fan because she wants to get on TV. There's nothing wrong with that. I am fans of tons of people on Facebook. I tell y'all that all the time. Like, I love this. I'm going to share this. They try to use fan in a shady way and grow the fuck up. And that's why I went ahead and said, God bless y'all on y'all journey.
She sure did. She just walked away because they was like, it was trying to get a reaction out of Mel, and I'm very proud of Mel this season for not giving them anything.
But now that she's not, where are we with the show?
It ain't gonna last.
Mel is completely disengaged from her castmates. The only one she talks to is Kimmy at this point.
Yep.
Nothing else is cohesive. I don't know what Carlos King is gonna do, but this is not working. And Mel is your central. She has the biggest fan base supporters. I don't know what you're gonna do, but Mel, it does not care about the rest of the cast.
I think the only reason that Carlos is doing this the way he's doing it, or allowing the show to go in this direction, is because Mel has the big fan base, and he likes pissing us off because at least we talking about it.
But the ratings are dropping.
Yeah.
See, what made us attracted to it was because Mel and Martell's marriage unfolding was so raw and real and in real time. We gravitated towards their authentic story. Y'all don't have a story now that Martell and Mel aren't together. Martell's a builder's license. We not really getting into the meat and the potatoes of how bad Kimmy and Maurice is, or how bad Tisha, because let me tell you, this Tisha, I done moved into an apartment to renovate a house. I don't know what y'all financially have fucked up on, but you're not being transparent about it. And we can see it because it's not making any fucking sense.
At all.
What is you talking about? You gonna pay rent at an apartment and a mortgage on a house while still paying on some land? No, ma'am. Y'all broke. And I want you to tell us what happened. You ain't the first reality show person to be broke. Come on and tell the tea. What happened?
Honestly, that would be more interesting because it's relatable. People have up and downs all the time. People, houses go into foreclosure, they lose, like business deals, and they go bad and lose money. Like, it would honestly make y'all more likable and more relatable if y'all were telling the truth. So,
and they're not, and that's what I'm saying. The only person who told their authentic storyline was Mel,
and that's why we love her.
She is in a good place, right? She ain't Mary J. Blige place no more. Y'all don't have a show.
Yep.
So I don't know, girl. Moving on. I don't give a fuck. I don't even.
Tiffany got sick, y'all. She got sick at the end. I don't know if she went in labor or what, but she said she couldn't see, and that's how that show ended. So yeah, that's our reality TV show review. I would definitely cut this and put it for y'all.
Look, 30 minutes, 15 to 15 minutes, because there wasn't nothing on there.
Keep it on there. Okay, so let's get into some hot topics, right?
Yes, because this is it right here. Y'all was acting them up.
So I got a couple of hot topics that I did not tell you about. Let's talk about this first. Okay, Nick Cannon. He reportedly wants to start a band with his children, but ex-wife and mother of two shuts his dreams down because she doesn't want her twins to share the spotlight with others. So
I'm not surprised Mariah said that. Even if it's false, I wouldn't be surprised if Mariah said that.
It's in here. It's what did he want to call him? He wanted to call him Cannon something. I was cracking up when I saw the name of the band. Like, Cannon 11. Cannon 11 was the suggested name. Now that's from the neighborhood talk. So again, y'all, this is alleged. This is what they're saying. But it sounds like something that I could believe. And I don't blame her.
Who's playing what instrument? Ain't some of these babies like fresh out of a vagina, like 1 year old? What kind of Jackson 11 is he trying to? You gotta, like, who's Michael? Like, who are you trying? Like, what's this idea? Doesn't even make sense to me.
He said he feel like
how many instruments is on stage?
He got all these kids, girl. He's just trying to figure out a way to continue the money flowing.
Did they all ask for it? Did the little bitty 2-year-old and 1-year-old ask to be in a damn band? Because I couldn't even get my 3-year-old to play soccer. She was playing with fucking grass and shit while we outside playing soccer. So did they really say I want to be in a band? I'm so sick of Nicholas. I want Nicholas and his turbans to be better. I want him to be better. You're not taking Mariah's twins anywhere with them other kids, and you know that.
You know who Mariah Mariah Carey is first.
Who she is? They bring heels to bed. You know what type of woman you got.
And her kids ain't gotta be in no band. They good. They set. Let's be clear. Her kids are in a different category than your other children. They're
and a
good.
different tax bracket off their mom. And let's be clear, if the twins wanted to do something, Mariah, all she got to do is make a phone call to whatever producer she wants to make. She has more musical connect. Girl, I can't.
Okay, so another thing that's going on. Y'all know Blueface and Krishan Rock. Have y'all heard of this couple? So I don't know these people, right? I don't know these people at all, but they always in my algorithm. Like I cannot stop seeing clips, pictures, like blogs. Like I can't, like on every freaking social media app that I am a part of. Every day I'm seeing a Blueface situation and just his story. So he's a rapper, okay.
And he's a rapper and he's disgusting.
Yes, and I don't necessarily know where she came from. She was on Baddies, right? Like the Bad Girls Club.
You know what? Krishan used to be, before whatever happened to her, from my understanding, she used to be like really athletic, possibly in gymnastics, just a bright future. And then, like most of us young women, we meet a man that sucks the soul out of us, and that would be Bluetooth.
Okay.
Look at her. Gorgeous. Got all her teeth in. Look at them abs. All of that. Yes. She meets a guy named Bluetooth. And Blue's Clues. She tattoos him all over her body. He's disrespectful. He sleeps with his baby mama. Gets her tooth knocked out. She becomes toxic, just as violent as he is. Ridiculous. Did she get pregnant back? Now she left him. I'm rooting for her. You don't even know the prayers I'm praying on her. She left him. And then Erykah, my bitch Badu. Let me tell y'all, Erykah. I have been to over maybe 5 to 6 Erykah Badu concerts. And Erykah came on the internet, y'all, on June the 5th. I'll never forget it. And she posted him on the story and said he is trash. And she asked the universe to do what she do. Now, I knew from that moment on. He had fucked up. He had fucked up.
Yes.
In a matter of 72 hours, Blue's Clues is arrested and in jail. God damn it. God damn it.
When I saw that the Erykah Badu said, universe, do what you do. I said, oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. She done lit that pussy incense, put this man on the altar, and he gone. He gone.
So the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because his mother, she said something. She came out and said something once Erykah Badu posted something. And also Young Miami had said, like, she was like something real sweet, like praying for you, girl, for Krishan. You gonna be okay, you stronger, something like that. So she said that on a tweet to Krishan, and then Miss Badu was like, universe, take care of this trash. So let me show you what the mother of Blueface came out and said.
You thought just because Erykah Badu and Carisha, a bunch of Rent-A-Center bitches, was backing you, that somebody was going to give a... We don't give a about none of that shit. Okay? Them some Rent-A-Center bitches that's backing you. Okay? Don't nobody give... Ain't nobody in their right mind finna tell another woman, yeah, you should take that man from her because she... did this or she did that, and you should make him your man and you should have kids with him. Now why would these women tell you and coach you to do that? You got to start thinking. Now Miss Sarah Jakes ain't finna.
You on mute, kid.
So at the end was Erykah Badu's, what she said, universe, and then it was also Young Miami giving some love to Krishan. But then, okay, now Blueface mother has changed her tune a little bit, y'all.
I bet she did. Because I was sitting here like, so you must want to be on the altar too. I don't know Erykah Badu is a witch in some capacity. I don't know if she do hoodoo or voodoo or what. But we all know whatever ancestors is attached to Erica, that's not an altar you want to be on. I bet she did change her goddamn tune.
Here's her doubling back. Hold on.
Blueface Mom apologized to the
after
ladies.
praying about it and after thinking about it, I wanna put out an apology to any of the ladies that I call Rent-A-Center bees. I said that out of pure anger and disgust of the overwhelming amount of DMs that I get every day talking about my son and Krishan. Something that I tried to prevent, something that I tried to step in and tell my child was not good for him. And he chose to go with what y'all said. Y'all all agreed with his disrespectful ways when he was disrespecting me. Y'all even said I deserved it. And now we're here. A child involved in this. So yes, I was very angry when I lashed out at Carisha. I was very angry because I felt like they were a part of that team that's sending me those messages telling me I should mind my own business and stay out of my son's business. So yes, I want to sincerely apologize to anybody that, I said disrespectful things to out of anger.
Whatever she put on your son is done. That's how that stuff works. Whatever is done is done, baby.
Perez said that ain't his real mom. He was a foster child. So I know Perez be watching.
Shut up. That ain't his real mama. So when Krishan rocked her wig off, that wasn't his real mama that she rocked wig off. Oh, he don't treat her like no mama. He said she be giving off vibes like he want to be his
like she want to be his girlfriend. Yeah. I was thinking, like, I remember a few years back doing a podcast and we were talking about, I think it was him. It might have been another rapper because I'm telling you, I don't know who this dude is. I don't know where he came from. I don't know.
He the only song you might know that was mainstream is the Tatiana featuring Cardi B.
Oh, I do know Tatiana.
That's the only song that we as millennials know.
Is he the person that put his mom and his sister out, or his mom out to stay with his sister at one point, or was that somebody else?
Maybe. When I say he's very disturbing, possibly.
Okay.
Possibly. I mean,
I don't know him, but
his behavior is gross.
Yeah, he's extremely trash. I don't know what else to say about him, but I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to let y'all know that his mom.
Well, listen, you can apologize all you want to Erica, but I'm sure it's already done. I promise you, it's already done. I promise you, it ain't no going back on that. And because you probably said something,
okay, that's him.
She probably said her toe probably gonna be broke tomorrow because you said something directly to her. Erica probably didn't even put you on that altar, but since you did that first, that's probably already done, sis. And you know the only way to get hoodoo off is if you go to somebody else that do it. So I don't know what to tell you, babes. Good luck.
And they gotta have some power because Mother Erica's is no joke. Okay, so I wasn't gonna go here, but I just got this as a topic added, so I was able to add it last minute. Have you heard of basketball player Zion Williamson?
Zion Williamson.
He's a basketball player, girl. Let me see. Where his little pictures? Is
that a good picture?
Wait, did it come up? It ain't coming up for me.
I mean, it did, but is this his best face picture?
I mean, that's him.
Is that the picture?
That's his picture.
That's his face.
That's him in his basketball team because he played. He a millionaire, so he played basketball.
Yeah, but because they got money. Sometimes when they not in that type of state, they look a little better in the cheekbones. Is that his best facial shot?
Okay, let me give you another picture of him because he announced that his girlfriend was pregnant. Him and his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So that's his girlfriend, and they are expecting, right? I guess no one knew he had a girlfriend at the time. You know, they was dating or whatever. But now she getting pregnant. They did a picture and they announced it. So
wonderful.
He had been messing around with a porn star. Her name is Mariah. And she done seen the announcement of his pregnant girlfriend, and she pissed. Like, she was going off like, oh, so you got a girlfriend and you pregnant, and she pregnant, but you been messing with me and flying me out, and sitting like posting the pictures of the DMs and they conversation. And it's weird because their conversation was on Snapchat. But anyway, she was posting a little Snapchat conversation that she was selling. They said that he was getting ready to be the new Shaquille O'Neal. That's what they're saying.
I mean, he definitely looks like parts of his lineage in certain ways. So I you know, he wasn't the best looking, you know.
But so the porn star is upset, okay, because I guess this was her man. According to her mind, she thought she was, she was getting the next check.
I mean, why not? Drake's up with a porn star. Y'all act like people don't get renewed and baptized all the time. I don't see why she thought any different.
I guess she just realized that she was really just a slide, like that was what she was, because he had a whole girlfriend. So now she's like posting and exposing him and doing this and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if she knew about it. She's acting as if she didn't know about it. My thing is, what happened to people taking their L's and walking away? You know what I'm saying?
It would be different if the proof is shown that she was a willing participant side. But how old is these people? 20 something?
Yeah.
I ain't take no goddamn males in 20. You play with me, I play back. These people are 20. You play with me, I play back. I in my 20s, if I'm sad, nigga, you sad, she's sad, your family sad, I'm not against this type of reaction. I think this is very on par for 20-ish behavior. I feel like it's very on par. I don't have any problem with the little pretty porn star. I don't have any problems. I don't.
Honestly, it ain't. I don't. I think it triggered me because of a different story, and I just didn't have time to grab their names too. But it's like a baseball player that went through that. But he actually is married with kids, cheated on his wife, shit got pregnant, right? She came out and basically exposed, like, yes, this dude was with me and he got me pregnant and I got a baby and whatever. So him and his wife decided to work it out. They publicly
I know what you're talking about, and now she's taunting the wife.
Yes.
But see, that's a different story, because I don't know if she should took the L, because both of them look like losers to me. They both look like clowns playing in the show.
Which ones?
Both of them. So you gonna let this? No, for real. Okay. So you decided to take your husband back, who was a habitual cheater. He's allowing this side chick. Let me tell y'all something. For y'all be like, well, he can't control what a side chick does. Name Jay-Z's side chick that he cheated with. I'll wait. Right. So my thing is, if I was his wife, I don't know if you got to put her 6 feet under. I don't know if you need to put her in I don't know if she needs to be on the other side of the globe. But what you're not going to do in order for me to take you back is have me look even more foolish by allowing her to talk to me like that. So as the man who made this mistake, you fix your shit. But no, baby, you took him back and now you're being talked on Instagram. Now y'all both look like clowns in a circus. So make the best nose win.
I agree with you. However, if Jay-Z's side chick was not in her 20s, that can explain why she ain't doing it. Number one.
But we don't know how long he cheated on Beyonce, and we never will we? We never will. He never publicly
honestly, she might not be here no more. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we could do the whole Love and Marriage.
Because whatever needs to happen for me to stay with you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know who that lady was. I don't know how long it was. We didn't even know till Beyonce told us. Everything was like rumors at the time. They might have been divorcing. We don't know. Right. So my thing is, I don't know if you need to call Jay and ask him how he ended up doing what he was doing, but there's no way, if I'm a celebrity, I take you back from cheating and that lady gets to taunt me. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that was just my question with the taunting, because I'm trying to understand what the end goal is. Like, is she just trying to
make everybody miserable? I told you that. If I was her in my 20s, right? and we kicking it, and now you back with your wife. You listen, immature thought. I fall in love. I don't know how to control my emotions. I don't know how to take full accountability. So since I'm sad, everybody gonna be fucked up.
Okay. So is it really just to make everybody sad? Because I kind of felt like
Absolutely.
I felt like she was trying to make the wife leave. Like, I'm going to just taunt you to leave. And then I'm going to get her.
I want you miserable. And I want you to leave because I am envious. I want that spot. I feel like I deserve that spot. I am sure he has said, and like, you know, candidly, his wife is horrible. I'm sure he said it, and she feels like she should take that spot.
But it's like, I guess it's kind of like Arian on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because Arian totally did that stuff to Mel, and she's not gonna stop. Like, it's Arian.
Because Martell allowed it.
But you know what? It's not even the Martell allowing thing now. Arian is obsessed with Melody. It ain't even the Martell thing. She's so jealous of Mel. She's so obsessed with Mel that it's not even the Martell thing. It's a Mel thing. Oh, you see Mel selling stuff. You see she got fans. You see her stuff selling out. It makes her crazy.
Put that battery in her back.
Yeah.
People can only feel comfortable saying what you allow them to.
Yeah.
So if you were in this relationship, this side relationship, whether it's the porn star, this other player, or Martell Hope, when you ended that, there is obviously room for them to continue to time.
Yeah.
Now, you can't tell me what the amount of money. I know niggas that do it that's broke, that end up putting their bitches in their place, and some of my friends never saw them hoes again. You can't tell me with money there was no way to make sure that this girl don't come back on social media. Name a number, figure it out. You did
I'm
it.
gonna type this as a post. I'm gonna type this as a post because I want some men to let me know, how do you handle it? How do you stop your side chick that you have clearly said, hey, it's over. I'm not doing it with you no more. I'm working it out with whoever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Go away. How do you make them go away? Like, how do you get them to completely leave? Like, move on with their life.
I'm gonna be honest, with the type of money that I would have access to, I would be blocking that hoe's blessings. The moment you post about me, ain't no endorsements. I'm calling Mark Jacobs and my friends, and you'll be blackballed. We could just keep scrolling, like we can keep going until you live in a box on the corner.
Yeah.
You got the money to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get it.
I mean, what endorsements for who? I can't hear you. You muted. Say it again. Who would it block?
Say that again.
So who, like, if a man, let's say the basketball player or the baseball player or Martell, how could they make these women stop without like removing them from living? How could they make the women stop? What do you think is the answer?
So let me give y'all some real, because I got to do my real nigga 101.
Yeah,
real nigga 101. Real nigga 101. So let's say me and you, we had a sad thing. My girlfriend found out you wildin'. So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna emotionally manipulate you to sign an NDA. Let me show you how I'm gonna do it. Listen, okay. I'm gonna say, listen, you right. I fucked up. I played with your emotions. I told you things were supposed to be what it is. I'm sorry. I can't take that back. I know you in pain right now. I can at least compensate you for your pain. Name your number. What can I buy? What can I give you? Because I can't give you the time back. I can't give you this. Look, you're going to be crying because I'm going to be hitting every point, right, that I fucked up on. I'm going to take full accountability, and then I'm going to say, what price? You can't buy me. You can't. I can't buy your heart. I can't buy your pain, but I can make you comfortable. Mm-hmm. What can I do to make you comfortable? I know you said you doing books. Can I get you a book deal? Can I get you this? Can I get you that? I have the resources. Let me at least take care of you. Listen, you need a babysitter. You need a nanny. Let me at least take care of what you need from me. Is that something that name what do you need? How can I make this okay? Think of it as pain and suffering. You know, when you go to court, somebody get in a car accident, they can't give them back their leg, but they can pay for pain and suffering. So what can I do for you that's going to release your pain and suffering? Name your number. When you name your number, the number's attached to NDA. Your number's attached to NDA.
I can see it. Because I would totally... Yeah.
Listen, what is your hopes? What is your dreams? What can I do? I can't change nothing of what I did, but I can make you comfortable. I can make sure I put you in a position that you don't have to worry about it no more because I did that to you. I want you to be in a better place. It's the least I can do for the amount of pain that I caused you. What is your number? What
like
do
that.
you want for resources?
That's smooth.
How can I help you? Those is your demands. That's what you want. Let me have my lawyer draw some things up for you. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to sit at the table. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Here's your things. I just need you to sign an NDA.
You can't in a gag order. Can't talk about this no more.
You gotta be done with this.
Yeah.
And I want us to be done on an accord that you agree with, because I fucked up. These are the terms you want to do. This is what's gonna make you at least move on with your life. Okay, go ahead and sign that. Go ahead and sign it. And I'm sorry.
All right, that's smart. I like. Okay, so listen.
Real nigga 101. I'm gonna come out with these classes because I'm gonna tell you.
Listen, because these men don't know how. And I was trying to figure out how to do it too. I was trying to figure out.
Listen, if you already have messed with this woman, you know what she needs. You know the types of things that she's dealing with. You know her emotional distress. You know what the emotional side chick need. Give the bitch what she need and do an NDA. It's the least you can do for fucking your shit up. That'll bring your wife peace. I think this is very simple. I think it's very simple. Right? Because you've been fucking her for a long time. You know exactly what her goddamn problems are. You know what to say. Niggas know what to say. All he got to hit her with is, can we talk? You know, once they get the can we talk, that's it.
The fact that the side chick knows her position when it's time to end, she needs to move on. I mean, that's what you would think, but they not. Like Karma said, emotions. They want to make everybody miserable. They miserable. They upset.
Not everybody. Listen, back in the day, Miss Jean that was fucking with Mr. Earl knew that Mr. Earl had a wife. That's why we never knew about Mr. Earl's side family until the funeral. Miss Jean stayed across town. Miss Jean knew her role. In 2023, these guys is moving side chicks to make them feel as if they the main chicks. They flying them out. They spending time, holidays, taking pictures, recording stuff, sending all these things. So if you're making someone feel like a girlfriend, they're going to forget the position that they're in.
Yeah.
And how about this? If you kept your dick in your pants, you wouldn't even have this problem. Don't even blame the side chick for not side chicking.
Yeah.
Just like anybody that wants to move up in a position, bitch, they gonna try. And if that means I'm gonna taunt you and your whole family and fuck up their life, they gonna do that. You let them. You brought them here. Remove your guest.
Hey, John. Okay, so next topic. Let's go to the next topic. We're gonna do a Jackie O update, y'all. Listen, we talked about it last week, how DC Young Fly's fiance and mother of his 3 daughters passed away after a complication. We're assuming, because she was supposedly undergoing a mommy makeover, and she passed. So we don't really have the information about why she passed, what happened, you know, as far as the surgery. If it was a surgery, if it was something else, we don't really know. People are assuming, and they're coming up with that. But other stuff has happened since this. We're going to start with the lighter one and then go to the deeper one. So first and foremost, friend of hers is B. Simone. You know B. Simone, baby girl, baby boy. She was on Wild 'N Out, and she's like a socialite and a comedian as well. And I think she's acting now, and she stole somebody's manifest and stuff to make her journal when she was in the news, all that kind of stuff. But B. Simone was friends with Jackie, as you see this picture, because Jackie was a Wild 'N Out girl. B. Simone was on Wild 'N Out. So they were friends, okay? B. Simone is grieving her friend. Her friend has passed away. So she made a post that, you know, if you're not on her close circle friends, you're not going to see much of her life during this time. Close friends, I love you, and thank you for being a safe space. Her close friends is like her Patreon, where you have to pay, you know, to subscribe to get like a deeper look at her. They get extra content and special stuff. So she's basically saying, right now I'm grieving, and if you ain't subscribed to my close friends, you ain't gonna see that. People are upset and saying it's tacky to try to capitalize off your friend's death to get subscribers, and people are a little upset with B. Simone. I am going to let you talk about this for a second and go tend to my kid because I don't really know how I feel about it. Like I feel like for her, she had this close friends thing before Jackie O passed. Number one, it's not like she created it after she passed. She already had this subscription for people, and she's basically said, I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of posting. People that's paying for it, I have to because I owe y'all that. Y'all made a commitment, and I'm gonna post, but I'm not gonna do it for everybody. So what do you think? Do you think she's capitalizing off her friend's death for money?
I mean, yeah, that's what she's doing. But here's the thing. This is not to say that it's not tacky or whatever. This is just a question I want to pose to YouTube, Facebook, and like to you, right? Okay. It is tacky to capitalize off someone's grief. But don't we also subscribe to that when we subscribe to Zeus and we watch the chaos with Bluetooth and Krishan, or we watch the exploitation of Orlando Brown when we know he's not a good space? Haven't we all kind of been guilty of like watching people grieve and shit in real time? This is just a question posed, right? I am thinking it's tacky, but I guess my question to everybody on the live is, it's tacky when B. Simone does it, but is it tacky that we be watching? Is it tacky that we be sitting here watching Orlando Brown say what you want to say? And we know that Orlando Brown sometimes is not in a great or best mental health space. When we watch Jazz and Cabaret, like when we watch, Mona Scott and Love and Hip Hop and some of the exploitation that's happening, Martell terrorizing Melody on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Have we not all gotten off on entertainment with watching people grieve or watching people act a fool or be emotionally unstable? Have we not all done that before? So if you have been a participant in that, I guess what I'm saying is why we mad at B. Simone for doing it. Yes, it's tacky, but wouldn't we also be tacky?
I agree with you that we do benefit from people's bad moment for sure. I guess I understand the argument that it's one thing when it's your life and you're exposing yourself and you're in a bad place, like Orlando Brown, up and down. We enjoy it. He's doing it to himself. We're not seeing his family. He's not exposing their trauma and what's going on with them. B. Simone is about to document her grief and allegedly her close friends that are grieving as well. And I don't think that.
I would say they would have to be willing participants or she could sue.
Yeah.
So I don't know if DC Youngfly obviously is a part of that, but her documentation of her grief that she chooses to exploit, whether we want to say it's tacky or not in good taste, I think we all participate in that.
Now, if it's just her and she's talking about, I'm sad, and like telling us that kind of stuff, that's one thing. If she's going to the DC Youngfly's house and taping him and taping the kids and doing that other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is too much.
Like I said, I don't think that's gonna happen because you would need consent in order to do that. So that's why I said I think she's documenting herself and whoever's a willing participant in their stages of grief. And although it is tacky to do so, people grieve and how they grieve is in different ways. And we have all watched people grieve. Like we literally watched Nene while she was taking care of Greg with cancer.
Yeah.
Like we have all watched these moments and now all of a sudden B. Simone is tacky. All I'm saying is if B. Simone is tacky, we tacky as well. So what we mad about?
How much?
What are we really mad about?
But I guess we don't know how close B. Simone and Miss Jackie O was. You know what I mean? So I think
let's say they was like this.
Yeah.
Is Nene and Greg, were they not like this when she decided to let us and see her document the role of his treatment and recovery and how she took care of him and the things they were going through? Was that not tacky?
I didn't think it was tacky. Did you think it was tacky? I didn't think Nene showing her husband illness and all that was tacky. Is if they both agreed to it. That was just, he was alive at the time. He signed up for it. So, and it happens. It's reality. That's what people go through.
Like Kimmy is documenting her breast cancer journey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's why I said for me, it depends on what our B. Simone is thinking about sharing. If she's sharing how she processes it, how she's dealing with it, her friendship and words like that. Like Nene and Greg were both alive, both sharing what they were going through. I just don't want her to take it too far. Right now, I'm actually okay with her showing her process.
Well, right now she got drugged on the internet before we even know what type of content she's showing because people didn't sign up. So right now we don't know anything. All we're going off of is her dragging from the post. Now let me be clear. I am not a fan of the plagiarist now, Christian B. Simone. She's cool for entertainment. On Wild and Now, she made me laugh, but I don't personally follow her and her journey. Yeah. But I just like to not be biased. And I'm being honest by saying I didn't know how to feel. I know that I don't grieve like that. And I would never think to charge people to show how I grieve. But I also understand that I am not above watching others because I have. I think she should have just done it before mentioning it to the public.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think that was just a way to, like she said, after she said, only my close friends can see it, thanks to my close friends, at the bottom it says, subscribe to my such and such. So it was definitely a way to like promote her close
friends.
Correct.
But I guess what I'm saying is if Nene got a check from y'all documenting her role with her and Greg, what is the difference from B. Simone? If she's saying right now, I can't give y'all regular content and I'm going to grieve. And if you want to be a part of what that grieving process looks like, here go $9.99. What is the difference between other shit that we have watched? Right. I just want to know, like, maybe am I missing something on what is the underlining thing? And I think that there's a bigger conversation that's what's being had because we have watched people exploit themselves all the time on reality TV, and it ain't been an issue. So I don't know why B. Simone decided to do it to her motherfucking self has been a huge problem.
I think that we needed to see the content before we judge, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think so too. I think you should see it. I'm not bad. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not
sure report back. Honestly, it really it ain't really bad because most of the people that's complaining ain't subscribing, so we ain't seeing it any daggone way. So it really don't matter to us.
I think people would just, maybe because they were feeling as if obviously DC Young Fly has been very private about, I mean, he's done a general statement and posted her, but DC Young Fly has been pretty secluded in his grieving right now. He's just letting us know, thank you for thoughts and prayers and things like that. Maybe because he wasn't outwardly doing it or whatever, maybe people feel like B. Simone shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but someone deciding to pay to document their grief, I mean, if that's the case, then I hope those people who are upset don't even watch reality TV. Because if you do, I don't understand. Because we've seen it. We've seen people. We've seen it. We've seen it. We've watched it.
Now we also have another story going on regarding the same situation. So it's not really involving Miss Jackie O, but it kind of is because it's using her passing as a clapback in a sense. So if you guys ever were fans of Wild 'N Out, there was an episode where Azealia Banks was on the show. She is I believe a rapper. I don't think I've heard her sing. And she was on the show and DC Young Fly roasted her so much that her feelings was hurt that she cried. He made this baby cry. Okay, because he called her ugly. And anyone that knows the purpose of Wild 'N Out, you're roasting, you're capping, you're ranking, you're making fun of people, and anybody and everything is up for grabs on Wild 'N Out. They talk about the audience, they talk about the cast, they talk about the guests, they talk about the DJ, they talk about the Wild 'N Out models. Anybody is open to get roasted on Wild 'N Out. That's the premise of the show. Azealia Banks came on the show and she got roasted. And honestly, what hurt her feelings was interesting because it wasn't even like the roast. It was like DC Young Fly calls everybody a little ugly. Like that's his thing. Yeah, little ugly little girl, little ugly little boy. Like he said to everybody. So he has said that to Azealia Banks. Clearly, Azealia Banks has some self-esteem issues because that really, really hit her hard, and that hurt her whole feelings. Like she was crying. She went on a whole like tangent on social media, like going off on Wild 'N Out, Nick Cannon, all them for doing that, saying she was ugly. She really said she just came to perform. She ain't come for all of this. And I was like, well, baby, maybe you ain't watched Wild 'N Out, because that's what they do on that show, because they roasting people. So Azealia Banks got word that DC Young Fly's girlfriend, fiance, mother of 3 daughters, passed away, and she made a nice little post. Well, it wasn't very nice, but she made a post basically saying, you know, DC Young Fly, this is what you get. This is your karma, because God don't play about me. You know what I'm saying? You talked about me, you called me ugly, and I was crying and I was hurt. And now look, I won, because now your girl, who must have been insecure because she had to get all this surgery, she gone. And now what? I'm gonna tell y'all, stop playing with me. Like, I just gave y'all the brief what she said. I ain't want to read the word verbatim, but y'all could have read that, pause it and read yourself. But she basically said, that's what you get. Shouldn't have called me ugly. Now your baby mama gone. Like, ooh, I was like, damn. Like, y'all. Ooh, like, I think that was mean. Yeah, that was just mean, Azealia. I don't know what else to say. Karma.
All right. I'm gonna give y'all something to think about. Let me first do the disclaimer, because motherfuckers love to chop and screw shit. I'm not a fan of Azealia. I think she's a walking, talking contradiction of herself. And I hope and pray for her healing and therapy very, very soon. However, I'm going to post this, and my girl Erica De Niro on YouTube, y'all need to follow her, said something very insightful when it comes to Azealia Banks, and I'm going to pose it to everybody else. When we talk about karma, karma essentially means if you do something wrong to me, you're going to get that back. Correct?
Yeah.
We all can agree with that.
Yeah.
What we perceive as wrong to us is subjective. Correct?
Correct.
Oh, correct. Okay. So I think what she said was distasteful, but what she said is her perception of karma. We may not have liked when she said it. It may have been real fucked up that you feel that way when that man has to raise 3 kids off of an ugly comment. But whatever it is, obviously impacted her so deeply that she felt that was his karma. Now, if we break down what she said, she's basically saying that because DC Young Fly called me ugly, or makes jokes about women being ugly, or people being ugly, or this self-hatred of jokes talking about people's looks, it is ironic that then your spouse decided to get on the table because she was insecure about her looks. Azalea's thoughts, not mine, and dies off of the same shit you joke about. She feels that that's karma. So when people say she bitter and she gonna get it right back, is that not the same shit she just did? Y'all feel like it's karma. She feel like it's karma.
So y'all
and the girl blew my mind when she said this quote right here. If you believe in the karma systematic system, then you're no different than Azealia. Cause the things we wish on her is the same thing she wished on DC. And get over it.
Do you think the karma cycle runs like that though? Like, okay, so DC Young Fly called her ugly, little ugly. Now his spouse is gone and kids lost their mother, and Azealia comes out and said, that's what you get for calling me ugly. Do you think now karma's gonna hit her again for being tasteless? Do you think now, like, you got your karma, you got your lick back, you know, now he's suffering. But since you had to be petty, and since you had to rub in his face, now karma gonna come back and slap you too? Do you think it's gonna keep being a revolving circle of karma?
Now, mind you, my name is Karma, and I came up with Karma as a social media identity because somebody did something to me, and I decided to name my Facebook Karma Fox. I absolutely believe in a cycle of karma, or I believe in the energy you put out is what you receive, and I believe in biblically that vengeance is mine, says the Lord. I believe that how you treat people will come back.
Right.
The thing that's subjective is that we never know how far our jokes hurt people. It's funny until the person isn't laughing. That's when you know you went too far, right? So if everybody's joking and all of that. And I'm talking about this. But when a joke goes too far, that person's no longer laughing.
Right.
When I went back and watched the clip, Azalea was laughing until he called her ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And then she didn't think it was funny. To us, it wasn't a big deal because that's DC Young Fly's catchphrase.
He called everybody ugly.
Yeah. Like it's something he just says. But for Azalea, who also has had plastic fucking surgery, right? Like obviously, allegedly, like her, like hearing that ugly triggered her. It triggered her.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't funny no more.
Yeah.
And it kept going. So at that point, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't.
Okay.
I just think it's a fucked up thing to say. I don't think that, in my mind, that's not, I would not have wished that upon anybody. But if you would ask me about a couple of other motherfuckers where the roots is deep, I probably wouldn't have gave a fuck neither. I wouldn't have said it and been distasteful because there's kids and other people involved, but I wouldn't have gave a fuck neither.
Okay. I can understand.
I know because one of my exes, somebody close to him passed away, and I didn't give a goddamn. Now y'all know I'm a Christian and I'm working on myself, but the person who ended up passing and how close he was to that person and how much I didn't feel away because of how he did to me and how close I thought we were. I thought it was karma. I felt no types of ways, and that's why I'm a Christian in progress. I'll never be acting like I'm righteous around this bitch. I felt no types of ways. Ain't no condolences over here, boo-boo.
Ooh, y'all rough. Y'all rough.
You hurt me. I was close to you. You lost a person that you felt like you were close to, that you told everything to. That sound even fucking stupid to me. I slept great.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm imagining so does Azalea.
I'm gonna wrap that up with rest in peace to Miss Jackie O. Again,
absolutely.
I totally feel like rest in peace, Queen. You know what I'm saying? I want them to be able to bury their sister. I want DC to be able to grieve, them girls to be able to adjust and understand what's going on, and her family to be able to. So I'm a little more tasteful than Miss Azalea.
And that's why, absolutely. I think the more you emotionally mature, and granted, I'm still a work in process myself, there's just certain things I don't wish, even though you did me wrong, I don't wish those types of hurtful things on you because I know it affects other people who have nothing to do with the situation, such as the children, right? But where Azalea Banks is, to me, this was on message.
Yeah.
This was on message for Azalea.
Yeah, for her, it worked for her.
Saying that she won, she hasn't though, because she still isn't where she wants to be in the industry, and that's her karma.
Right. Well, there you have it.
So let the cycle continue.
And that's what I'm saying. Is it just gonna keep going? Like, because that's like a problem. Like, like I guess that's why they do want you, like biblically, to turn the other cheek and to give grace and forgiveness, because you holding on to it is the
cycle continue.
That for you. Like they say, when you forgive somebody, the forgiveness ain't for them; it's for you, and that's what they mean. Because Azalea, baby, you're gonna have to let it go, sweetie.
Yeah,
you are,
and that's why the shit's gonna continue for her.
Yeah. All right, so listen, y'all. This is going on in the news too. On the blogs, we're on the street. This young lady named Chica. Am I saying it right? Chica. She did a tweet, y'all. Well, she got on the internet and she was on a plane. She was on a red eye early in the morning plane, getting, she's like a rapper, I think. She's an artist. And she got on the internet and she did this little post. Let me tell you what this post said. It said, the lady next to me who thought it would be a good idea to buy yourself and your twin infants first class seats on a red eye flight, who just woke me up by bringing your screaming bastard to our seats to soothe her. I just bought $35 Wi-Fi at 4 a.m. to call you a stupid B. Now listen. I understand being on an airplane and kids can sometimes be crying, screaming, kicking your chair, acting up, and it's a lot. I do get it. I'm a parent of a toddler, so we don't mean that to happen. Like our goal is not for our child to irritate people on the plane. That's not, what our goal is. It just happens. It's life. Sorry, don't, whatever. And when you take a kid on a plane, you'll be so anxious and praying that your kid don't act up. You be trying to get them to get. You really don't want that, but you can't control kids. Kids is kids. So I try to give grace to other people, like when I'm by myself on the flight, because I understand what the struggle is. I understand her being upset. It was 4 a.m. Kid was waking her up, red-eye flight. I totally get why she was upset. The part that got me was when she called these babies bastards. I don't know why she did that. You taking it too far at that moment by doing that. But it ended up being Zanique, T.I. and Tiny's daughter. It was her baby is the one that the lady had brought up, that was crying. I guess that was Zanique's nanny that had the baby. So Zanique did a clapback video, and it's been like back and forth. So Chika came back out and said, I said what I said. It's F these kids. I don't care. I'm not doubling down for you because you Zanique, because you Tiny's daughter. Like, whatever. You shouldn't have your loud screaming ass kid on a plane waking me up. So Carmen, what do you think about these kids on the plane hurting people's peace?
Well, let me first state with, I love that Chika said, I said what I said. Because when Zonique said, I beat your ass like I beat your ass, I want us to all be on one accord. I love somebody that can stand in, I said what I said. Because once the next consequence happens, we should all be on the same accord how that happens. Because you said what you said, right? I'm going to say, as someone that has, 3 kids with special needs, and only one child that is typical. And we have flown out to Punta Cana. Luckily, they were fine flying to Punta Cana. Y'all did really good at flying to Punta Cana, but it was only 4 hours. But they had their tablets and they did good. But let me explain. I'm not the parent to play those types of games with. So Chika can say what she want to say, but kids are existing. Kids don't really know how to emotionally regulate. A regular, typical child, a baby, they don't know how to emotionally regulate. That is how they communicate, by crying. Kids exist in this world. So if you want to be on a plane without kids, then you and your money need to get a private jet. But as long as you exist on this planet, so do kids. So all I can tell y'all is, because I'm Christian, but I cuss a little. The moment me and my children continue to go out the country and one of you motherfuckers try me and mine, it's gonna be the show that you recording, because I'm going off, because these kids are kids. And so if you record mines or call mines bastards, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna give you listen, ain't no Bible scripture, ain't no 4 a.m., ain't no candy, ain't no Jesus, ain't no Holy Spirit that's gonna get me off your motherfucking ass. All of that shit is going out the window. So if you say that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if I was Zonique, that would have been Chika's last motherfucking tweet. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Because you don't call my kids no goddamn bastards, bitch. Let me tell you, the way that I would have called her, you fat bitch. It'd have been out the window. You hear me? It'd have been out the window. It'd have been out the window. You would have literally had to call me and be like, I'm gonna need you to take your phone down. It wouldn't have been a prayer that could save me from that ass once you called my kids. Some bastard.
Like, that was a whole.
I would have took her phone and tweeted y'all to say R.I.P. Chika.
At that time, to me, that was an attack on the kids. That word was just so strong. And she did it in caps, too. Like,
that's what I said. I love it. I love a bitch that said what she said. I love it. I love it.
So,
but love that I'm going to fuck your life up. Absolutely.
Right. So, again, I feel like she wasn't really as gangster as she trying to be whole and like, I'm standing on what I said, because you didn't say it to the nanny. You tweeted it, right? You tweeted it. And I don't know how it got to Zonique. I don't know how, like, they found out about the tweet or whatever, but they found out. But you tweeted. You weren't like, calm your baby down. Like, you ain't like come at her like that.
I don't see. You can't even say that to me. You can't say that to me. these are children. This calm down and all this extra shit. These kids exist on this world. If you are a person who can't handle noise, then get you some fucking loud canceling headphones and sit your grown fucking ass on this plane. This whole idea that as parents and as mothers, we have to make sure that our kids don't have fucking temper tantrums on planes or in stores. It's absolutely ridiculous and way too much pressure for those people who are trying to navigate these tiny humans. The moment someone comes to me and talks to me about my autism chick is the moment y'all gonna see me on WCPO again in reverse. Because who is you talking to? Because you're not talking to these kids like that. These are kids.
And you're right. It is so much pressure. That's why I said, like, it's not like as a parent of a small child, you get up there. Like right now, my kids coming in here. I ain't tell them to come in here.
And that's how we say what? They get what they get. What I look like. You get what you get, because what do we look like telling your beautiful, handsome boy he can't come in and see his mama? He has no concept of you being on a show. This is a child. And if you can't handle that, go subscribe to some people that ain't got no goddamn kids and you ain't got to worry about it. So, Chica, if you got the money you got, why weren't you on a private plane? You ain't got to never worry about no motherfucking kids on there.
Yes.
That's my solution. Them moving away that you ain't got to see them tiny humans. And then she been tweeting out. I should have sent you this tweet because she keep talking. Somebody tweeted her and said, isn't the person that you talking to have kids? And she said he has 3, but they're not annoying. When I tell y'all, I still would be beating her ass right now.
She's not the stepmom of the year for real. She's really not gonna be the stepmom of the year because they might not be annoying right now, but kids is gonna have a moment. That's just a part of life. Kids is kids, and kids is gonna kid. That's what they do. They're children.
Because personally, I still would have been beating Will Smith ass if he slapped the shit out of me on stage. Y'all still would be getting me off his ass. So if you talk about my kids, I still, even if she was dead, I would still be on her grave beating her motherfucking ass down 6 more feet. So I don't know how Zanique can tell you I move, but with the money I would have had, a hit would have had to go out. And that's why God made sure I am in the 30,000, 40,000 tax bracket. I had it. I wouldn't know what to do with it because she would be off this planet. Like, you don't like kids? Let me help you. You ain't never got to be here. Boop, be gone. Boop, be gone.
I'm with you when you're right. Again, I don't. Reading that story, because it was another story where a white guy was like on a plane going off because the kids was crying, and it was like, bro, like as a mom, like I do try, you know what I mean? That's why I said it's frustrating that they make you feel like that, because I'm human and my child is human, and you have no grace for people. It's messed up because you make people feel a certain kind of way, and then she could have the nerve to insult my child and call my child an insulting name like that. I'm trying to be as chill. I'm trying to be as Christian and as holy, but you want the hands. You just
want that. I'm a Christian in progress.
Yeah,
that's why God ain't never put me in those scenarios, because I would fail that motherfucking test very badly. I will say this, as like I said, I've been dealing with my children with their special needs. I have never had someone openly come to me and tell me that the way my kids was moving was disturbing or bothering them or whatever the case may be. But I'm telling y'all 10 toes down on recorded line, something that is on the internet forever. If anybody comes to me with their concerns that my children is bothering them in an open space by existing, it's lights out.
I feel you.
Y'all gonna see me go viral. I'm beating ass. All this extra shit, this tweeting shit, this recording shit with your phone, this talking shit, it's not happening. And then I'm calling my ace over here that's a Leo, and it's look, she already got we in jail.
Ready. Yeah, we don't play about the kids. Now we ain't. That's the only time that I step out of character. Like, seriously, I'm calm, cool, and collective, and I can be extremely graceful, extremely classy. I can be extremely holy. You know what I mean? I know how to carry myself. I can control my anger. I done been in anger management. I'm good. However, when somebody mess with one of my kids, I black out. I totally black out. And it ain't necessarily got to be a physical, mentally message them, call them a name, hurt their feelings. I'm coming at you. We just don't do that. I'm not there. If I need to be there, I'm not there.
Okay, so blacked out. Layla came to me today because she went into Roblox. And she told me, y'all, that somebody knocked over her house on Roblox. And she was upset because she had been building the house. And my ghetto ass said, and what user fucking did it? Because I was fit to be on that microphone telling them to leave my motherfucking baby alone. And this was on Roblox. And she told me, don't worry, Mom, I'ma just block them. Because I was fit. All that cyberbullying bullshit, that ain't happening over here. Because I almost gave this little girl username out. That's how blacked out I was about to be. That little girl mama was fit to get drugged because I was fit to find your IP. That's how blacked out I get over mine. Because my baby don't do nothing. She mind her business, drink her motherfucking water, build her little Roblox houses. She always want people to come in, and I can't stand a bully. You came in and knocked my fucking baby shit over. I was fit to fuck somebody up, and that's a child. Yep. That's a child. I work with kids and forgot that that's a user. That's a child.
Yeah.
Let alone some adult telling me or tweeting about my kids being a bastard. Fight. Chica, it would have been, let me tell you, God bless you, Chica, because bitch, if I was Zonique, it's on site forever. There's no expiration date. Ever. Oh, when I see you, my kids could be 18 plus, married with grandchildren, and when I see you, it's on motherfucking site.
So my level of petty is not good either. When my daughter was a baby, the situation with her father was, we was trying to figure out co-parenting, right? It was very frustrating. It was very toxic, just trying to figure out how to co-parent with this person. He had dated somebody new. They came in being toxic, like instigating, saying certain stuff. Word got back to me that she said something bad about my child, who was an infant, who was a baby, right? And ever since then, I don't fuck with this person. Her and him, they long broken up. They ain't been together in a very long ass time. But to this day, it's interesting because sometimes people, we're both in the same industry a little bit, like in the entertainment industry in some kind of way. People would try to tag us and stuff, like to work together. And she'll say stuff like, oh, I would love to work with her. Fuck no, you will never work with me. Ever. Ever in life.
And you know what? Offline tell me, because we gang and it's never gonna happen either. Because that's what type of shit I'm on. Because you know why? Babies are innocent. They have done nothing. So why are you putting this type of energy out? They haven't done anything.
My beautiful innocent baby. Like, even if you don't like me, this baby ain't had nothing to do with nothing. And I wasn't even saying nothing about this person. And given the person that, she was with was a liar, and, no telling what this person was telling her. I don't give a shit. Don't mention my kid. That's all I cared about. Don't mention my child. So since then, I've run into this person a couple times. Now I'm professional. I can't show out, if I'm at an event and I'm hosting something or something's going on. But at one point, the person came up to me and spoke to me like, hey, how are you doing? And I just stared.
Next time you see her and you be hugging like, hey sis, how you doing? Here go an example. Hey sis, how you doing? I'm gonna beat your ass when we get out of here. My baby. And I just want to let you know that, okay? Have a great day. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's been wonderful to see you. Let that bitch know I ain't fucking forgot.
I mean, you know what? The dust that I pay straight dust. I will see through her like she ain't even there. Because eventually I stare for a second and then I just start talking to the person next to her. Like, how you doing? What's up with you? And it was just dust. You're invisible to me. Either you're invisible or I want to fight you. Either you're invisible or I want to fight you. So I'm trying to just, block you out.
I aspire to get there. My anger management, I feel like it's the best out of the group now. It used to be bad. You are August or July Leo, my friend said.
August.
She's August too. But you know what? When we was in high school, it was horrible, right? But I feel like as an adult, I feel like my anger management is pretty good. You want to see it go to 100?
I had to go through anger management. I totally had to go. I had to. I use those tools, baby. I do. Cause
I use them for stuff, but I don't know. It's just your kids are like,
yeah, that's the only trigger for me. The only
it's a trigger. They are your heartbeat living on earth.
Yeah. That's
we
a trigger.
cry all the time about our kids and parenting and what we can do to be better.
Yes.
Like we have sat on this porch and just be like, girl, I don't know. Like we always think about our kids to go ahead and try that button, honey. Yeah. You can do the baby daddy button all day, the work button all day. I'm talking about what I look like all day.
You talk about
whatever you want to talk about on me all day.
Yeah.
But the moment you put my kid's name in your mouth, I'm not Beyonce. I'm finding IP addresses. I'm knocking on doors.
Yeah.
You can call me that bitch from Swarm on Prime. I'm coming to your house and I'm beating the motherfucking ass.
I get it. Like it's real. It's a real deal. I totally get it. Kids is just, and that's why they say like on them reality shows, kids should be off limits. Because those are the moments where I get triggered the most. Like when Wanda was talking about them kids, like that's when I'd be like pulling up, like what you not gonna do is talk about my kids. Like I just
once she did that, I was glad she was removed. Talking about the kids already have to get the blowback because they're on reality TV.
Right.
So these kids already got the blowback because her parents are in the spotlight and she is in the spotlight. So there's certain scrutiny that she's gonna receive just because her parents are famous. But to sit here and tweet about them fucking babies on Twitter. And here's another thing I don't like about Chica. We know that Chica deals with mental health issues, and so do I. I don't know if y'all have not followed me, but I deal with generalized anxiety and depression and on medication for both. You don't get to say fuck shit and then say you got mental health issues.
Yeah.
Like,
and you want people to actually care about you. Like that's the thing. So you don't get to be like that and then want people to have sympathy or empathy and care for you as a person. You don't get to do that. You don't.
I can't. So until God changes my heart to make me give a fuck about people that fuck with kids, I'm going to simply say for Chica, may you have the day and the karma you deserve. And hopefully Erykah Badu also asked the universe to do her thing. So whenever you decide to have children as a mother, maybe you will understand the gravitas of what you just said when you tweeted and talked and embarrassed them kids on the internet with information that's screenshotted that's out there. May you have the day that you deserve. Y'all can call me Danae Jackson on that because I don't know if that was a curse or not. But I hope she has what God has. Let me say this: may God's will be done.
Okay. All right, so listen, we got one more topic. I am going to play a clip. And then when I finish playing the clip, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this. If I don't come back instantly, I'm putting my kid in this room. Karma can instantly go on this topic. I want y'all to watch this clip. It's our final topic of the evening. So y'all watch this clip and we're going to talk about it.
Claire Huxtable. She was uppity, y'all. Bottom line. Oh, really? Oh, girl, stop. Y'all know that Claire was way.
She was.
Come on.
But it was still cool, though.
Was it?
Because her man was a doctor.
She was just so like, I'm Claire. Oh, Cliff. Girl, say what you saying. She got on my nerves sometimes. Because I'm like, Claire, let's be real, sister girl.
Girl, say what you saying is a new phrase and I'm here for it. Girl, say what you saying.
Seriously, Claire was too much.
Say what you saying. Was it? I love Kiki. Was it?
All right. Kiki Palmer. Come on to the stage. Kiki Palmer. So Kiki Palmer, as y'all see, was on a Terrell show. I love the Terrell Grice show. It's an amazing show. I've been watching it for a long time. Where it started off with him getting like singers, like kind of like like underground artists, and he would like let them go there and sing songs, and they would talk about certain stuff, and they would do like this game called the Song Association, and it was really fun. And it's like this season has been, well, it's been getting bigger and bigger. This season has been
absolutely. I love Terrell.
Real celebrities on there, and it's a really good show. So,
many blessings to him and his show. It's an amazing, fun, lighthearted show.
Yes, and it's dope that he has Keke Palmer. He's had Tia Mowry on there. You know, like it's like this season, so it's nice just to see the growth, watching the show just grow or whatever. So I definitely suggest y'all follow him on YouTube. I love the show; it's amazing. Keke's interview was very fun. It was very cute. Saw the whole thing. This was just a joking thing. First of all, let's say that she was joking. Okay.
And it was a question about like unpopular opinions. Let's also put the context in there. I think the question was like an unpopular opinion. It was a red card or something. And she said she couldn't stand the character Claire Huxtable. So it wasn't like she just came for Claire. It was part of the game. And she gave us that she wasn't that girl for Keke.
Yes. So Claire Huxtable was the mother on the Cosby Show with Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby is definitely in the news for some controversy, but we ain't talking about Bill Cosby. We talking about Claire Huxtable, who was played by Miss Felicia Rashad. Now, Keke said that, say what you said. Like Claire couldn't eloquently say what she wanted to say, which I think is false. It's a false statement to say about Miss Claire Hanks Huxtable, because she can totally say what she wants to say. So I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna get you in a second. Okay. Come here.
I didn't take it as she was saying that she couldn't say it eloquently. I think the pushback is that she was too uppity, right? And people were like, hey, Black people aren't a monolith. This is another side of Black parenting. And so why are we classifying her as uppity? Some people said it was anti-Black for you not to like Claire with that particular reason. I feel like this. First of all, it was a goddamn joke. Calm the hell down. Two, I feel like I understood what she was saying, which is in that time frame, like I think Keke is like a 92 baby. But she's still a younger millennial, and being a millennial, we still were we were raised by boomer generation. And so our moms didn't talk to us like Claire Huxtable. So I can understand from her perception, right, of how Claire was as a parent, even though the premise, right, was, two successful people. Keke Palmer's mother was a singer. Her father was a singer. It didn't sound like she grew up in poverty. I'm not sure of everything with her background, but it doesn't sound like she was like poverty. It sounds like she was more middle class. I think Keke was just saying like Claire didn't feel as relatable with what she experienced. That doesn't mean that Claire had to be cussing or whatever, but I think she meant in the tone or the way that she would say certain things. Keke was just like, girl, just say Vanessa was doing too much. Why is you going over here? Like, what is you doing? I think she just wanted her to give us more of the Black mother experience that we had growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I took the fucking joke as, because it was a goddamn joke. And it was a funny joke at that. But I think that's what she was saying. What you think?
For the late millennials, because you were a little early millennial. The late millennials.
I am 89. I am 89. I'm on the cusp of 90s. I'm 33. Don't play me.
We're giving you early millennial teas, okay? This is for the OG millennials, right? The Cosby Show and the Huxtables is for us, all right? That's our family. So Claire Huxtable was our mama. So for her to say something about our mama being uppity, we was totally offended. First of all, just because your mama was Frankie Just because your mama is Tokyo Tony, just because your mama is blue face ass mama, don't mean Claire Huxtable was not some of our mothers, okay? Claire Huxtable reminds me of my grandmother. She was very much so an elegant, classy woman that could speak clearly, right? That's how my grandmother was. So, and she wasn't uppity. When I looked up uppity, because I was like, let me look it up first, because, you know, I don't want to get offended, and I'm even looking at the word wrong, right? The majority of the definitions I saw was thinking you're better than or above someone. Claire Huxtable never gave that. Claire Huxtable gave back to the community. She was working with all these people. She was a lawyer. Like, you know what I'm saying? She carried herself a certain kind of way because she was an educated professional woman. And Black people could do that, you know? We like seeing that that's an option for Black people. You don't have to hang in a child line and be, you know what I mean, in the projects like Florida Evans and James Evans. You could actually be a Huxtable. So for someone that says Claire Huxtable is uppity and not relatable and down to earth, I made a quick little snippet of moments of my mother, Miss Claire Huxtable. All right, y'all about to watch this, and we can keep going.
As you can see, the woodwork here is all hand done by Millie.
I can't hear the audio. We don't hear the audio.
We have planted roses, but we keep getting these weeds.
There you go.
Son is in the wilderness, Denise is in the jungle, and she's on the locomotion. You gotta take that off your faces before the mothers come in here and see me. They'll be blaming me.
Yeah,
Running around here dressed in nothing, jumping around like they just hopped off the hot seat. Suppose some fool comes along, sees that, takes them seriously. Vanessa could end up on a stage somewhere across the country club in a smoke-filled cafe, singing and dancing and gyrating like that. And I wouldn't be around to take the tissues out then.
One, two, three. Look at Miss Lee. 3, 4, 5. Look at Linda. Miss Lee, Miss Lee. Oh, Miss Lee, Miss Lee, Miss Lee. Oh, Miss Lee, Miss Lee, Miss Lee. Oh, Miss Lee, Miss Lee.
Lying on the floor of some burning building, dying of asphyxia, and you down in Baltimore. Eating big. Weren't you, Vanessa? Isn't that where you were? Didn't you go down there to Baltimore and have big fun, Vanessa? Tell me, didn't you go for big fun? Shut up. Don't you dare open your mouth when I'm asking you a question. Rudy, go to bed. Dr. Huxtable likes some
Coffee?
Yeah, coffee.
You mean you're gonna get it?
Yes. You're surprised?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Huxtable. I didn't think you did that kind of.
What kind of thing?
You know, serve.
Serve whom?
Serve him.
Oh, serve him! As in serve your man?
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you something, Melvin. You see, I am not serving Dr. Huxtable. Okay?
Okay.
That's the kind of thing that goes on in a restaurant. Now, I'm going to bring him a cup of coffee just like he brought me a cup of coffee this morning. And that, young man, is what marriage is made of. It is give and take 50-50. And if you don't get it together and drop these attitudes, you are never going to have anybody bringing you anything, anywhere, any place, anytime, ever.
Now, let me say personally, although Kiki's shit was funny, I have all of the Cosbys on DVD, okay? Because I know we were in the cancellation stage, and I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to watch it. So I had went and bought it years ago, and it is still in my room. And my favorite was when she told Vanessa she wasn't ready to get married. Vanessa was the kid that made Claire be Claire. You know what I mean? Vanessa drove her crazy, okay?
If Kiki would have said, Vanessa got on my nerves, I would have said, girl, she got on mine too. Like,
Vanessa was the one, and that's particularly why I enjoyed the Huxtables, because it wasn't like a picture perfect. You always got that one
exactly.
And Vanessa was the one that even I was like, you went where? You did what? So I enjoyed it. But my thing is, I don't think it was anti-black. I don't think it was that deep. I think it was just a damn joke. And we all don't have to have the same, just like we don't have to be monolithic in the way that we experience Claire Huxtable. We don't have to be monolithic and also saying we all enjoy Claire Huxtable. In her opinion, she felt like she was uppity. She didn't care for her as a character. So fucking be it. It was funny. It wasn't even like it was hilarious. Like, girl, you sound crazy to me. But when she was like, what? Like, I laughed. But I loved her.
I thought Kiki was very animated. She was very funny. I did.
That's who Kiki is. She's animated. She's funny. She didn't like her. She didn't like her.
I don't play about Mother Huxtable. So I was cool with everything. Until she said something about Claire.
I watched that part back 20 times because when Terrell was like, but that was okay that she was uppity, and she was like, but was it?
You know what you saying? The thing that got me was Terrell was like, well, she was married to a doctor. No, forget that. She was a lawyer. Like, let's remember, Claire was Claire without Cliff. She ain't need Cliff to be Claire. She was Claire Hanks before she was Claire Huxtable. Like,
correct.
Yes, and I love Claire Huxtable. She was at the HBCU going to school, you know what I mean, singing in the choir and all this kind of stuff. That was
I bet they don't even remember like the very first season before we got like the pilot season, the very first season where they was in an apartment before they moved to all of this. Like it wasn't even the same like premise of Claire, and they ain't real fans. But my thing is, I don't think it's this deep to make long think pieces and Facebook posts. What can we joke about at this point, Candy? What can we joke about that doesn't always end up being something bigger? What can we say?
We can't joke. We definitely can't. I thought it was cute for Kiki to say that, and I thought the videos where they responded like, girl, let me tell you something about Claire. Like, they was like back at her, but fun shade back at her. I was like, get her back, because you're gonna talk about our Mother Huxtable. But then when people go to the point like she need to make a public apology and we're gonna cancel her, like,
fake ass Claire,
that wasn't even real. So I was like, y'all, she's not a real person. I get it because I'm a Cosby kid. Like, I'm an honorary Cosby kid.
Dear Claire Huxtable.
Right. So that's when I was like, all right, y'all doing the most. Because it was funny because when that video came out, right, like 5 people sent it to me because they know I love Claire, right? Like, I have based my whole life on trying to be like Claire Huxtable. So they knew I was going to be like, oh, no, you didn't. Not my mother. No, you didn't. You just became a mother 2 months ago. Don't come for mine. So I was already, getting those videos because they know I love, first of all, Felicia Rashad is like my shero. I love her. That's my woman crush forever. I think she's
as a person.
I think she's a beautiful woman. Very well-spoken, wonderful actress, very well-accomplished lady. So, and it came off of Claire Huxtable. Like, that was the reason why, I grow up.
Felicia Rashad is not Claire.
Right. No,
Felicia Rashad feels like Bill needed to be free.
Felicia Rashad.
See, that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna confuse the character into Felicia Rashad said she was happy that he was free.
Before the Bill Cosby scandal, right? I love Felicia Rashad. So I'm removed from all that. I ain't talking about Bill. I don't give a shit about none of that. Like, I'm talking about strictly the woman, the actress, the accomplishments that she's done, the grace that she's done, the Broadway, the theater. Like, she's just accomplished woman, right? She is.
I love Debbie Allen's sister. I do. Yeah. She's made her mistakes and things I didn't agree with. But I definitely love her, and I'm not going to cancel her because we ain't canceled Bill all the way or Kelly. So what I look like canceling Felicia Rashad, that sounds crazy to me. But more importantly, I just think I really want people to think about at this point in 2023, everybody woke, everybody offended. do we need to reshape what we think about as funny? Because why can't we make a joke anymore without it being like, was our jokes rooted in such deep like hatred or trauma that shit just ain't funny no more? Like, what is it? Why can't we laugh anymore?
That's what it is though, because that's the thing about especially our culture. Like, we laugh to get through the pain. Like, let's be honest. When you win some terrible shit, you gotta laugh to get through it. So that's where comedy came from. And now everybody is so woke, is so sensitive. Like, you can't say nothing without offending somebody. You can't do absolutely nothing. And it's crazy. Like, the funniest jokes you can have is kitchen table. Like, we get together at your house, drinking in cars, and turn our phones off.
This segment do be kitchen table talk for real.
It
because I don't be caring what people be feeling. I've already said multiple times that if you cheat on me, that bitch need to be under the sea. I've already said that I'm gonna fight Chica on site. So this, in my mind, is kitchen table talk when we get together as well.
But you know what? Somebody's offended. Somebody's offended,
and that's okay. And I think that we need to be okay with people being where they are. And I don't know. I think we just don't have a balance. We so polarizing. We either gotta always be offended or always let bullshit slide. It's just no balance. I don't know, girl. We gave him 2 hours. I'm tired.
All right. Well, we love y'all. That was the viral video of the day. It was, I love Kiki. Y'all watched the whole actual show though, because it was a really good interview with Terrell. It wasn't all just Claire Huxtable. But I was with y'all. Don't come for my mother Huxtable, okay? Don't come for Claire. So I was with y'all on that. She can speak. What is you saying? She said what she said. Okay.
Catchphrase though. Say what you saying.
And my thing was, I don't know what episode. First of all, Kiki probably seen 2 episodes of The Cosby Show. You don't know that Claire could say exactly what she wanted to say when she wanted to say it, okay?
I doubt that Kiki, the actress, only saw 2 goddamn episodes. But y'all keep playing my boo-boo.
But you know what? Kiki was born when The Cosby Show ended. So,
I was born in 89. Y'all act like reruns didn't exist. I still grew up watching Scooby-Doo. Like, there's still things that
Wait a minute. How old is Kiki Palmer? Before we go, let me find this out real quick, because I gotta know.
I'm like, okay, I think Kiki was born in like 92. Even if it ended, y'all act like these reruns ain't played. Y'all act like we can't watch.
She's 29. She's 29. I want somebody that's 26. And she told me she's seen a few episodes of The Cosby Show.
Okay, well, Kiki ain't 26. Kiki 29. And on top of that, y'all gotta add in that Kiki is in a field of acting. I am sure she has seen The Cosby Show. She knows. Listen, she said what she was saying. She don't like her. She don't like her. Listen, what did he say? If you don't like it, you don't like it. What you gonna do about it?
But you know what? You don't like it, but a whole bunch of people do love Claire, so don't come for our mother Huxtable.
I said what I said. And I feel like y'all in response said what you said was some bullshit. So what we gonna do about it? Is we gonna move on? What we gonna do about it?
I'm gonna show you what we gonna do.
What we gonna do about it? What we gonna do about it?
We're gonna wrap this show up and I'm gonna watch The Cosby Show.
And then go ahead and put your book up. Because while you're watching The Cosby Show, which has marriage and other family dynamics,
yes, it does.
You need to also plug it in.
This book too, y'all. Y'all can get this book on Amazon. And y'all can also do what I did and order you some journals on Amazon as well from Karma. Yeah, the links are in the bio. So make sure y'all go to the descriptions and you'll see the links for both things. Also, y'all can download The Cosby Show on Amazon Prime right now too, because again, they be pulling it and you don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I got 3 seasons. Like I got 3 complete seasons of DVDs. I had it.
I got all of them. I bought the box set.
I got all 8 seasons in 3 different box sets. The first one I've worn out. I've watched it like when London was a baby. I watched it all the time. And
then my favorite seasons when they stitch it up.
I ran back in the room because he wanted to watch the Cosby Show. I got Cosby kids. I'll play. My babies even love it. Okay, we love the Cosby Show in this house.
So we'll be back on Wednesday night revealing
right.
Roa and Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, so you guys, thank you so much for watching and kicking with us. We sure did have a troll, but it's okay because we ignored him. And if anybody wanted to holler at the man in Ghana, then good luck to you. But we love you guys, and we thank you so much for watching us, and we will talk to y'all on Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Bye.